sometimes we climb up a ladder and we get stuck in the middle. We're on, I mean, if it's a really tall ladder, we,
Mm.
and some of us may have fear of heights.
Yeah.
Then we really don't know how to balance if it's like a ladder that you see in the image that we have, which is like a straight ladder instead of the ones which have the balance, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes there are chances where coaches or leaders get stuck in the middle, or sometimes
Mm.
they have fear of heights, or
Mm.
sometimes they don't know how to balance on the top, right? So, how
Mm.
do you, as a coach, what have you done, Vaijayanti, to help them resolve these kinds of fears and challenges that show up for them?
Very, very powerful question. And before I answer that directly, I will also share with you how I see the ladder
Hmm.
as an individual, right? Uh, we assume or we make assumptions that a ladder is vertical and that there are no other ladders around,
Hmm.
and that the only way is the linear way up, and that the only place to stop at is the top. Versus a ladder has many steps, and no rule book says you can't stop to rest.
Yeah.
No rule book says you have to end at the top.
Hmm.
No rule book says you can't hang upside down from it. No rule book says, you can't use it as a trapeze. You know, and no rule book says that you can't sit on it and build a cover over it or hold an umbrella and sit there and enjoy the view from where it is. I'm just so typically in a coaching conversation, I would ask my coachee what that ladder means to them
Hmm.
and how they see the ladder. Sometimes also what they see around it.
Yeah.
And what does the ladder look like? Or why is it a ladder? Is, of course, why is it a ladder would be a question that I'd play to myself, uh, uh, you know. But to ask them what that ladder signifies to them and how are they feeling when they visualize themselves anywhere on the ladder.
Yes. Yes.
Right? For example, if you were my coach and you were to ask me, Vaidyanti, what does the ladder look to? And I'm like, I'm probably somewhere in the middle and I'm just tired. I just like to take a break and sit down and take a rest.
Yes.
Right? Because the first few steps of this ladder have been inordinately tough for me because of various things. I like to rest a bit.
True.
And then to tell the coachee that there is no judgment to what it means to them. It can be very different.